Balatro in the gaming space is quite an outlier. It's addictive, it's tactical, and it's a game where you can either sit down for 10 minutes and lose 4 straight runs, or sit on one run for 2 hours because you just got DNA, Blueprint, Invisible Joker, Brainstorm, a negative Perkio, Baron, and a negative Mime in the same run. Now, if you didn't understand what all those are, because I know I did not understand any of that, well then, welcome to Balatro, a poker-based roguelike deck builder, which sounds simple on the surface and maybe even a little boring on paper, but in execution, it's one of the smartest, most addictive and fun games I've played in years. This isn't just a good roguelike, this is the new bar. So, just to reiterate, Balatro is a poker-based roguelike deck builder with no plot, no lore, and no direct goals besides winning. But what developer Local Thunk has done here is take something incredibly familiar, like poker, and completely rewire it into a system that feels fresh, unpredictable, and to a degree, kind of genius. At its core, you're playing hands of poker to score points. I mean, that's the foundation. But layered on top of that is this deck building roguelike structure where every decision, every modifier, every risk you take starts to stack in ways that can either completely break the game or break your run. That's where Balatro's charm comes into play. What makes Balatro click is how quickly it evolves. In the early antes, Balatro feels simple. You're just trying to make decent poker hands to get through those first few blinds. You're learning the rhythm, figuring out how scoring works, getting comfortable. Then the game introduces jokers. And jokers are everything. These aren't just small bonuses. They are fundamentally changing how you approach the game and how the game approaches you. One joker might reward you for playing low cards. Another might multiply your score if you repeat the same hand. Another might completely flip your strategy on its head. And suddenly, it feels like you're not even playing poker anymore. You're building these absurd experimental combinations where the goal isn't just to win, it's to explode your score. And when it clicks, when everything lines up and you hit a hand worth tens of thousands of points, you feel unstoppable. This is where Balatro really separates itself from other deck builders. Because Balatro isn't just about building something that works. At times, it's about discovering something that shouldn't work, but it does. It's a game that rewards curiosity. In Balatro, the game lets you decide how it's best to proceed. And while there are better ways to get points than others, finding your own way just feels more satisfying. And the game encourages it. There's this constant push to go just a little further, to take a slightly bigger risk, to commit to an idea that might completely fall apart or turn into the most broken run you've ever had. And that's the magic, because even failure feels meaningful. You are going to lose in Balatro a lot. Sometimes your run just doesn't get off the ground. You don't get a good joker early. Your deck doesn't synergize, and you're out before things even get interesting. And yeah, I know it can be frustrating, but the key difference here is that those failures don't feel wasted, because every run teaches you something. You start to understand what works and what doesn't, what to look for, when to pivot, when to commit. And then the next run, you're smarter, more confident, a little bit braver. And when that confidence pays off, when you finally hit that run where everything aligns, it's incredibly satisfying. One of the most impressive things about Balatro is how it balances control and chaos. On one hand, it's deeply methodical. You're constantly thinking about probabilities, optimizing your deck, and planning your moves. On the other hand, it's just completely unpredictable. The jokers you get, the cards you draw, the opportunities you're given, it's all in flux. And instead of feeling unfair, it feels exciting. Because the game isn't asking you to control everything. It's asking you to adapt, to improvise, to take what you're given and turn it into something powerful. And that tension, that push and pull between strategy and randomness is what keeps every run fresh. Balatro is incredibly addictive, and I think we should give credit where it's due. Because this game isn't in any way stuck on today's modern standards of gaming, not even on these indie standards. It's, for better or worse, just a video game. It's like pinball, to where the game just gives you a reason to relax and waste time. Without a convoluted story, those indie lore moments, or even the godforsaken microtransactions. Balatro is just a video game, but in that pure design-driven sense, where every system feeds into the next. You finish a run and immediately you want to start another. There's always another idea, another build, another possibility. And because no two runs are ever the same, the game never really feels repetitive. It just keeps evolving. And that's why it's so easy to lose hours to it without even realizing. What really makes Balatro stand out, though, is how focused it is. It doesn't try to do everything. It takes one idea, poker, and pushes it as far as it can possibly go. Every system serves that core. Every mechanic builds on it. There's no wasted space, no unnecessary features, just tightly designed interlocking systems that create depth through interaction. And that's why it works so well. Because it understands exactly what it wants to be, and it executes it perfectly. It's clear that Balatro is already an iconic game within gaming's large and ever-expanding history. This isn't a play it once and move on kind of game. This is the kind of game you come back to over and over. Because there's always more to discover, more builds to try, more ways to break it, and more moments where you sit there staring at your screen thinking about how you just pulled off the craziest build you've done yet. It's the kind of experience that defines a masterpiece. And honestly, Balatro is up there as one of the best games we've seen this generation. Balatro is what happens when a simple idea is executed at the highest possible level. It's smart, it's addictive, it's endlessly replayable, and it constantly rewards you for thinking differently, for experimenting, for pushing just a little further than you think you should. It doesn't just work as a roguelike deck builder. It redefines what that genre can be. And that's why, for me, Balatro isn't just a great game. It's a masterpiece. But I want to know what you think. Do you guys agree that this silly little poker roguelike is one of the best games ever made? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to Controller Culture for more videos like this. Whether it's masterpieces reviews or just passionate discussions about games we love. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.